Are you worried that your peace lily does not want to bloom, or even worse? It is withering, not growing, but rather gradually dying. Do not worry, because today we will solve this problem at once, thanks to two effective but simple methods. Together today, we will do everything so that your peace lily is transformed and is blooming, green, healthy, and very beautiful. To do this, just watch the video, because many very important points that should be taken into account will be said throughout its entire length. Right now, click on the like so that many more people can learn about these tips and the recipe for feeding. In this video, I tried to evenly distribute information about a very effective feeding for a weak flower and important, simple, secret care. So let's get started. First, we take an onion bulb. We need to peel it. The peel contains key elements specifically for restoring the peace lily after stress or improper care. In addition, onion peel is rich in elements that promote rapid growth and beautiful flowering of this plant. After we peel the onion, take any suitable container with a lid. Friends, let me know from what part of the world you're watching this video now. It is so great that we can keep in touch from different corners of the planet and share our favorite hobby. Our second ingredient today is rice flour. If you do not have rice flour, then simply take 3 teaspoons of rice. But if you have rice flour, then it is ideal. Rice is a classic fertilizer that will not only help the plant recover, but also give a strong impetus to the appearance of new large leaves and large flowers in the future. Take half a teaspoon of rice flour. Now you need to heat the water almost to a boil, but do not boil it. Hot water will help the onion peel, and rice flour give up all the nutrients, so that later we can apply this fertilizer to our plant. You need to close the container with a lid and leave it all for 3 hours. The time has finally passed, and we can use our products. But it is important not to make a mistake here, so that the plant only benefits from this. Therefore, we must first strain our product. Be sure to dilute the concentrated fertilizer with 1 liter of clean, warm water. In this way, we will make an ideal concentration that will not harm the plant, but only transform it. Another very important point that is worth discussing right away is that this product should be used no more than once every 3 weeks in the summer and spring when the plant is actively growing. Well, now the most important thing is how to apply this fertilizer, and the first method is to wipe the leaves with a cotton pad. So we will not only clean the leaves from dirt and give them the opportunity to breathe again, but also give the plant a lot of nutrients that it feeds through the leaves. The most important point in caring for spathiphyllum is watering. Usually, it is because of watering that problems with this plant arise, because we either water too much or, on the contrary, which happens less often, we do not give the plant enough moisture. The first thing that is important to do if your soil does not dry out for a long time and the plant droops and feels bad, then be sure to transplant the plant into new dry soil that quickly lets moisture through. It is also very important that the pot in which the plant grows has many drainage holes at the bottom, and under the pot, I advise you to put a deep tray in which you can water the plant, and it itself will choose how much moisture it will drink. By taking this simple step, you will already protect your plant from the most common problem that causes spathiphyllum to wilt. Another reason for the poor condition of this flower without other signs may be a simple overfilling of the plant pot when there is too little space for new branches in the pot. And because of this, my flower wilted before the transplant and began to feel bad. But as soon as I transplanted it by planting it in different pots, the plant immediately perked up. The next step is to water the spathiphyllum with our fertilizer under the root. But do this only if the soil of your plant has already dried out. You can also try to water your flower in the tray. After all, it will use only as much fertilizer as it needs. The main thing is not to forget to pour out the remaining water from the tray after a short time. Now you can pour the product into the sprayer and spray all the leaves of the spathiphyllum. I am often asked how many maximum days can a peace lily bloom? With the best care and the use of a wide range of fertilizers, this plant can bloom almost all year long, with only a few breaks. Well, today you and I will try to get closer to this goal with the help of one new recipe, which today we will prepare together. The remedy that we will get will not only give our plants nutrients for flowering and new leaves, but what is really important, will give plants protection from pests, fungi, and rot. This property is very relevant in the case of orchids. And for more people to be able to help their flowers with this remedy will be good if you appreciate the video. First, let's take an onion. We will need one small onion. It should be well washed, as it will be used whole for our remedy. We need to peel it from the husks. Onions are a natural source of the right nutrients that are beneficial for the regeneration and flowering of plants such as peace lily, orchids, anthurium, and many others. Onions contain phytoncides, vitamins, trace minerals, and other substances that promote plant growth and development. Phytoncides have antibacterial action and protect plants from fungal diseases and pests. Since the onions have been well washed, why not add the peel to our remedy? Especially since using onion husks as a fertilizer helps to boost plant immunity, improve root health, enrich the soil with vitamins and trace elements, and fight fungal diseases and pests. Now you can just chop the onions finely with a knife. B vitamins, vitamin E, and ascorbic acid strengthen the immune system of plants and promote their growth. If you have a grater, you can chop the onions on it for more efficiency. Friends, let me know where you are watching this video from. It's wonderful that the love of plants is connecting people all over the world. Stir the chopped onions into our jar. Onions contain trace elements such as calcium, iron, and potassium, which are easily absorbed by plants and contribute to their healthy development. Carotene, a natural antioxidant, improves plant hardiness and protects plants from negative environmental influences. Fill it with almost boiling water. It is not necessary to boil the water strongly. The appearance of small bubbles is enough. We leave the jar closed for 3 hours for fermentation. By the way, friends, let me know in the comments, what kind of water do you prefer to use for watering plants? Do you have a filter, or do you just take tap water? Now, after 3 hours, we need a liter of water and a sieve. For the concentration to be suitable, I will pour half of the settled remedy into a liter of water. Now, this orchid already needs watering, as you can see from the whitened roots. In order for our orchid to get the maximum amount of nutrients, you can put it in the tray with our watering for 20 minutes. But now I will water it from above so that a little fertilizer gets to the aerial roots. So right now, click on the like under this video, because so many more owners of this wonderful flower will know about my secrets. Their plants will be beautiful. Also, write in the comments, where are you watching this video? Because it is so wonderful that the love of flowers unites so many different people around the world. First, take a cotton pad, dip it in water, and gently wipe all the leaves of the peace lily. In fact, this is a pleasant meditative process that is very important for flowering. Despite the fact that it would seem that at the moment we are paying attention to the leaves, in this way, our plant will be cleaned of all dust and dirt that prevent it from breathing and fully photosynthesizing. What I do next is examine my flower for yellowed leaves. This does not happen often, but if one of the leaves turns yellow, it must be removed. Old leaves interfere with the plant. It spends nutrients on them, and unnecessary microorganisms and parasites can also appear in them. Therefore, it is better to just get rid of them. And of course, the appearance of the plant will also improve. Well, friends, now it's time to do the most active action for the flowering of the peace lily. This is to prepare a top dressing from a simple pharmacy tablet called Caltrate. If the name of the tablet is different in your country, then just type in the internet what alternatives to Caltrate are in your country. Caltrate is a source of potassium and magnesium, key elements that affect the duration and brightness of the flowering of the peace lily. The flowers will be much larger. There will be many more of them. And besides this, the plant will bloom for a very long time. Imagine a peace lily, slightly drooping, with pale leaves and sparse flowers, as if tired of monotonous life in a pot. It is still beautiful, but it is clearly missing something. And here comes a Caltrate tablet, a small, unnoticed hero, capable of breathing new life into your plant. I take one tablet and just put it in water. Now you need to stir it so that it dissolves completely. As soon as Caltrate reaches the roots of the peace lily, the magic begins. Microelements, like building blocks, begin to restore the structure of cells, strengthening the stems and revitalizing the leaves. Little by little, the paleness disappears, giving way to a rich green color, and the leaves become glossy and elastic, as if filled with life-giving energy. But the most amazing thing happens to the flowers. Caltrate stimulates the formation of new buds, and soon your peace lily will bloom in all its glory. The most important thing is to make the right concentration of our fertilizer for this. Take another liter of clean water and just pour all the water with the dissolved tablet from the cup. It's time to use our product. And first, I will just water the plants from above in the pot so that all the upper roots are saturated with liquid. Then I will do it in a different way. And I will also pour water into a large tray that is installed under the pot of my peace lily. A very important point is not to overdo it with feeding, because it can be applied once every 3 weeks in the summer and spring, when the plants are experiencing active growth. But that's not all. At the end of my routine, I spray the leaves with clean water, but do not dew, as you can see now in the video. The plant should not be placed in the open sun, especially when you spray it so as not to get burned. I do this just to show you. And now you can watch this video, because here we have prepared some wonderful fertilizer. Thanks for watching and supporting. And let's develop our community of lovers of all green.